Hello everyone, welcome back. From this video, we are going to start our new topic, that is functions. So in our first question inside this topic is digit frequency. So here we are given with a number n and a digit d, and we have to count number of times this d is going to be occurring in this number n. So what we are going to, so let's say we are given with a number 1020, and we have to count number of occurrences of d. Let's say d is 0, so we have to count number of occurrences of d. So number of occurrences of d can be clearly seen as 2 here. So our output is going to be 2. So what we are going to do here is, so we are going to check our last digit with this digit d, or we can say target, with this target. So now when we compare this last digit with this target, so if the value of this last digit and the target is going to be similar, so we are going to increment one counter variable by 1. So initially it was 0, we are going to increment it by 1. After that we are going to remove this last digit. So after removing this last digit, our new number is going to be 102. So again we are going to compare this last digit with this target. Again, the value of this target and this last digit is not same, so we are not going to increment our counter. Now again, when we remove this last number, our new number is going to be 10. So again, when we compare this last digit remainder with target, so our counter is going to be incremented by 1 because these two values are same. So when we remove this last number, our new number is going to be 1. So after that, when we are going to compare it with our target, these two numbers are not going to be similar, so we are not going to increment our counter. So that is how we are going to approach our problem. So for approaching this problem, we are going to apply the same logic that we have applied to extract our last digit. So the same logic is going to here, we are going to apply here. So let's take quick recap at that topic. So at that topic we have taken a 10, and we divided it, and our number is going to divide it by 10. So when we divide our number by 10, our remainder is going to be 0 initially, and the remaining digit is going to be 102. This is going to be a question, and this is going to be a remainder. So our remainder is going to be compared with our target. So when the value of target and the remainder is going to be similar, we are going to increment our counter by 1. Now again, when we again divide this number by 10, so our remainder is going to be 2. At this time, the value of this remainder and the target are both different, so we are not going to increment our counter. Again, we are going to divide this number by 10, and our remainder is going to be 0, and our remaining digit is going to be 1. So here the value of remainder and the value of target are same, so we are going to increment our counter by 1. So our counter is going to be 2. So at last, when we again going to divide this number, so our remainder is going to be 2. So this, when we get our remainder is 0, this will be our exiting condition, and here our remainder is going to be 1. So here the remainder is not similar to target, so we are not going to do anything with our counter. So this is how our whole algorithm is going to work. So now let's code this. So initially what we are given is, we are given with a count and initialize to 0, and we have to run a while loop until this number is not going to be 0. So at first line we are going to extract the last digit. The last digit is extracted as n modulus 10. So here the remainder of any number can be calculated as when number is going to be divided by 10. So this expression is going to be giving us remainder of any number. So here the remainder of 1020 can be calculated when this number is going to be divided by 10, and we are going to get our remainder as, or last digit as, 0. So after getting last digit, we are going to compare it with our target. So our target is given as d. So it so it is going to be, so our last digit, when going to be similar to this last digit, we are going to increment our count. The counter is going to be incremented by 1. Now at last, make sure that you should reduce your number by 10. So this is the most basic uh, error that beginner faced, that they didn't reduce this number. So this is the most important step. So that we are going to return this answer count. So let's run this program. So our program get accepted. So hope you like, you get this logic of counting digit frequency. For more such amazing content, like, share, and subscribe this channel. Thank you.